What is going on, guys? Welcome back. A commentary for you. I know, right? The trick to this is being positive. All right, so I want to be positive. I want to let you know that EA Sports is the absolute best company right now when it comes to making horrible football games. Does that work? Is that what everybody wants? Positivity? Lead with it? Okay, great. We're there. Now, I'm going to show you a whole bunch of examples from these trailers. We're going to discuss a lot of things in depth, but I want to just start graphically, right? This game looks awful. I'm going to show Longshot to you in a moment. This does not look like a next-gen console. I also want to share with you some of the concepts here, right? We've just received breaking news that you've been demoted and you will not be starting moving forward. What is your reaction to this? And do you believe your head coach's decision was warranted? You get accept responsibility or insult coach. I'm at a level with you. Who asked for this, right? I don't think anyone did. Right, what I saw people asking for was interactive storylines, unique experiences for each gamer. But what we found is limitations. Not only limitations in the positions you can play, but also apparently being funneled down the same paths as those players. I want to bring up Longshot here. It's important to do that. This is 8 years old, okay? You cannot tell me objectively and honestly that this looks better, vastly better than what we're seeing today. And what EA Sports learned with Longshot should carry over to today. Because EA learns we don't want random movie scenes. We don't want to watch things play out. We want control of a character. We want a story that develops over time, over on-field performance in various ways. But this year, what we get is more lazy programming. Oh, you want your players to be traded? Okay, pick the team. I mean, sure, there's going to be some stipulations in place, but teams should not be stockpiling every position, and teams do not want every single player. And let's talk about this, because we know EA Sports, it's never worked and it's never going to work. Right? The gameplay is not at a high enough level. Unlike the Muppets, I'm going to prove it to you. The Muppets just tell you, I'm going to show you with EA's own gameplay. Right? The objective here, complete 5 short passes. 5 short passes or pass for 150 yards. Right? I think as gamers, we are all tired of these little tasks. We're tired of these little jobs. Right? We want to put an emphasis on winning the game. No coach says, well, you won the game, but you didn't complete 5 short passes. You're on the bench. It doesn't happen. And I said this before, Muppets got very mad, okay? Adding plays to the game is easy. Okay, this is why you have to be honest, and you can't do that when you're working hand in hand with a company, because you're busy defending these people that you want to stay friends with. They start funneling you information about how great the game is, how long people played, and you go and parrot that back. Okay, but we're going to talk about gameplay. We're going to talk about adding plays. I want you to look at this play with the mindset of what we just learned. Okay, we're going to run a screen pass so that we can be successful not only in our 5 short passes, but in our 150 yards. Okay, and I don't care how you want to pretend this could be blocked. Run any scheme you want with these linemen, okay? I'm just going to throw in the closest threats. Okay, you don't need to block, chip, whatever the case. Okay, it doesn't have to be this exact same thing. I just want people to understand this is more of a downfield concept, right? But let's see how players do with targeting directly in front of them. Let's call this lineman, Clint. Let's call him Clint. He is staring at the quarterback on a screenplay. At what point do you look back at the quarterback on a screenplay? However, I want you to understand Clint's job. Clint's job would be spared in this situation because these two take the prize for the worst lineman ever. Clint actually programmed in real life the game this way. These two linemen are running together. They are facing each other, apparently to talk about how awful the game logic must be. Linemen running face mask to face mask on a screen. Now, the ball gets released. The linemen are in this nice clump of incompetence, we'll call it. And you are left with a single solitary player to block downfield. This, again, is why adding plays does not matter. When your logic, when your programming is this bad. right? You can literally come on here and you can say, oh, he's just being negative. The only thing negative on this play is going to be yardage. The only way a block gets set is when you actually have the user run back to create an angle for the lineman. Now, on to this next play. I want you to watch this attempt at blocking. Okay, so we miss our chip. We've left this defender totally unblocked. In true football, this would be a problem. In Madden, this is like an every play occurrence. And I'll stress, logic is broken. Adding more plays doesn't matter. And I know someone's going to be in the comment section, oh my God, RPOs, misdirections. They account for undefended blockers. Look at all the movement. At what point do we just learn to accept players need to follow the ball? That this game, no matter how much you want it to, no matter how much you wish it could, wish it would, it does not have player memory. Right? Your play actions do not function off player memory. No player can be fooled by an RPO. No player, pro or otherwise, is going to blindly run in a line gap following a player that doesn't have the ball. And I normally don't use analogies, but I'm going to here. Let's say your air conditioner, because it's hot everywhere in this country right now. Let's say your air conditioner isn't working, okay? Is opening the vent more going to cool down your home, cool down your car? No, because the root issue is the air conditioner isn't working. And this is EA's problem. The core system does not work, right? Adding more vents is not going to fix the problem. Opening the vent more is not going to fix the problem. And the fact that you have people come on this platform working with EA with this childlike mindset of just enjoy the game, enjoy whatever they provide you. No. Listen, if you've ever played an organized sport in your life, if you've ever had a good coach in your life, actual sports, you will spend far more time on film study than you ever will playing. My late friend, Uche, talks about this all the time. The NFL schedule, 8 to 10 hours a day. 4 of them, meetings, film study, to spend 35 minutes on a football field on Sunday. And yet you have EA Sports loading this up. Now, you see this play. This is common EA Sports. Why is he just now moving? Is he assuming the quarterback is going to throw the ball on this curl while he's scrambling? Because once the quarterback commits downfield, you've got a defensive back right here to block. Right here to block. And what does he do? He aims away. He runs away. Where is he aiming his block? Right? The angle, okay? If we all understand, the angle that he should be helping create to get the quarterback to the end zone is not some massive football logic, right? It's actual common sense, right? You don't have to know anything about football and just say, look, the objective is to score. And someone could look at this and say, well, that player is irrelevant to this play. Why are you running down there? And what happens? The end result. Well, the player you could have easily attempted to block is now clearly in a position to hit the quarterback. Again, ad nauseum. You can add however many thousands of plays that you want. When you have logic, when you have AI, this bad, it does not matter. And the issues have been presented in this game for years. And even if they had not been, you can look at this game in a trailer and you can see that it's broken. Much like you don't need to play NFL football to understand when a player makes a mistake in a game, you do not need to play this game to understand the mistakes that it has. The difference being real life players can make errors. Human errors, again, are not in this game. This stupidity that you see on the football field is from the humans programming it. That is why we need to call it out, not cuddle up to these developers. They put out this horrid gameplay in a trailer because that's all they have to show you. And that's not being negative. That's called being honest. I've been far too gentle with people in this community who refuse to be honest with you because they want to be friends with EA Sports developers. And simply put, there is no excuse for the condition of this game. This is a glorified text-based adventure game with what amounts to extremely limited options, running some of the worst gaming code in all of sports games behind it. And rather fix this game each year, EA wants to find people or create them to promote it to you, to come talk to you about how it's all different now. You need to wait and see. This is just the beta. It's an early build. Nobody understands how hard it is to make a game. And of course, we'll just enjoy the interception. The important thing to remember, this right here, this is the year the NFL could walk away from EA Sports, which for gamers would be an absolute godsend. This game does not live up to the expectations and standard the NFL sets for its players, or we, as fans, should set for the NFL. Love to know your thoughts on it. Appreciate you watching. And you know, when tomorrow there's going to be more plays to break down while the Muppets act like Animal playing the drums over it, I will always be back in the week with more commentary.